Most people think financial success comes from working harder, earning more, or catching the right opportunity. But there's one skill that quietly changes outcomes, even if your income stays the same. It doesn't feel exciting. It doesn't trend on social media. But over time, it separates people who stay financially anxious from people who gain control. Watch till the end, because this skill compounds long before money ever does. This video isn't about hustle. It's not about grinding harder. It's about one mental skill that changes how people interact with money itself. Once you see it, you'll understand why two people earning the same salary can end up living completely different financial lives. The skill isn't investing. It isn't sales. It isn't tech. Those are tools. The real skill is this: thinking in systems instead of events. Most people experience money as events: payday, rent, bills, emergencies, purchases. Something happens. You respond. Then you wait for the next thing. There's motion, but no structure. And without structure, progress depends on luck and willpower. Imagine two people earning the same income. Person A gets paid, pays bills, spends what's left, panics when an emergency shows up. Every issue feels unexpected, even though it happens every year. Car repairs, medical bills, school fees, travel. Person A isn't irresponsible. They're reactive. Money feels stressful because every problem feels new. That's event thinking. Person B earns the same income, but thinks differently. Instead of reacting, they design. Emergency costs are expected, not surprising. Savings are automatic, not optional. Bills are structured, not negotiated monthly. They don't hope things work out. They build a system where outcomes repeat. Nothing dramatic happens, but stress slowly disappears. That's the quiet power of systems. Systems do something effort cannot. They remove emotion from decisions. When money relies on motivation, it fails under pressure. When money relies on structure, it survives bad months. That's why wealthy individuals don't rely on discipline alone. They rely on environments, automation, and rules they don't renegotiate daily. System thinking feels uncomfortable at first because it forces you to ask, why does this keep happening? What pattern am I avoiding? What am I relying on luck for? Event thinking feels kinder. It lets you blame circumstances. System thinking feels confronting. But it's also empowering. That's why it's rare, not because it's complex, but because it removes excuses. Here's where it compounds. Once you fix one system, say predictable savings, you free mental space. That space is used to notice waste, improve efficiency, spot opportunities. This is why wealth often accelerates suddenly, not because money appeared, but because chaos disappeared first. Two freelancers, same skill, same income. One reinvests randomly. The other builds a buffer, a pricing system, a client pipeline. After 3 years, one feels burnt out. The other feels optional. Same effort, different systems. Systems don't just grow money, they protect energy. Don't start by earning more. Start by observing repetition. Ask, what financial problem repeats every month? What expense surprises me but shouldn't? What decision drains energy every time? Those aren't failures, they're system gaps. Fixing one loop changes everything downstream. The skill that changes your financial life isn't flashy. It's the ability to see systems where others see stress. That skill compounds quietly, and once you have it, money feels less chaotic. This is Business Decoded. The next video explains the psychology that keeps people poor and why it's hard to escape. Watch that next.